Man United 1, West Brom 0. Wow. Do you know what? I always do this. I kind of compartmentalize my match reactions. I like to break them down into layers. Let's just take out the good bit. We won the game. It's 3 points. It's the first home win of the season. Take it, park it. Negatives, I want to say before I even talk about the game, I just hate how football's broken. I think the VAR thing's a shambles. Yes, we've won as a result of it. I didn't take, as a football fan, when my team wins, I want to take joy in how they win. I don't want to feel like I'm kind of robbing the other team. And I just, according to the law, yes, those penalties are not being given because of VAR. But to me, football's just broke. And then obviously to get the penalty for a handball like that, according to the crap rules that they're giving, we should have had the penalty. Yes, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. But onto my team, onto our team, Manchester United. First 15, 20 minutes, we were okay. We were standard. The best chance of the first half fell to Martial, where I thought he had to score. A lot of people bigging up the keeper on the save because it was a good save, but I feel like Martial put it the way that the keeper guessed he was going to put it. So it was a good save, but I also think it's a bad miss. And other than that, there wasn't too much to shout about. I thought we was lethargic. I thought we were slow. And for everyone who was saying, West Brom are crap, West Brom are this, West Brom are that, we should win calm, we should do this, we should do that. I even said to Mark before we played the game, we shouldn't even be calling them crap, because yes, you might say we got better players than them and who are West Brom and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, this performance shows you why we're not entitled to have this bravado of like, we're this, we're that. Yeah. And I know we've won the game, but I just don't see it. I think Bruno, he tried, but there was too many players having an off day today. Far too many players having an off day. Martial, I'm beginning to be worried because he just can't get that consistency. I know he's been out because he got suspended, but even before that, he wasn't looking very good. Couple of goals in the Champions League, to be fair to him. Done well there. But he's just not finding his rhythm. But hopefully that will come. But it's looking like maybe bring in Cavani. Maybe bring Cavani, put Rashford onto the right, Martial onto the left. Maybe try and switch it up. I need to see Oli try something else because we're just not clicking at the moment right now. I thought Matic was really poor today. I thought Mata was poor today. I thought Fred wasn't at his required level. Rashford, to be fair, he was involved in some of the key moments, but he should have scored. He actually done well to dominate the defender and make space and time for his shot. Should have scored, didn't hit the corner far enough, and we had chances to put the game to bed. But let's not have it right here. Let's have it right here. We got away with one today. The penalty incident, I just don't like it. I think Bruno's lucky because of the technology that's being used. If your shoelace touches the ball, they're calling that as you've made contact before you've made a foul, which in essence, it's a foul. Yeah, to me, it's a foul. West Brom should have had a penalty. We've got very, very lucky, and West Brom got robbed for me. But robbed in terms of the rules of football say that shouldn't be a free, that shouldn't be a penalty, sorry, because they're consistently not giving them. Just like the one on Solly March done today against Aston Villa. They replay it. He gets just enough of the ball in the context of the rules that they're doing, but really, should just really be a foul. Then we get lucky with the handball situation. You just knew it. Even when we got that handball, I literally just went, you just knew it. I just don't like this. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Then Bruno misses it. Had a feeling he'd miss. And then rightly so, okay, the keeper was off the line as well. And then even from going 1-0 up, we weren't in control of the game. We did not put West Brom to bed. And I actually predicted that West Brom would sit back. I predicted they'd sit tight, try and stay in the game. But the problem is that they didn't do that. And you have to respect them for that, because that's what I mean about what I'm saying in some of the fan forum. The teams aren't scared of us anyway because we're not there. We're not that good. We're not there to be feared right now. We're not a fearful team. So coming to Old Trafford when we haven't won a game, yeah, West Brom thought they can have a go. And, they hit the crossbar after we had scored. They had a chance, I think, before we'd scored when De Gea made a good shot, a good save of his feet. They had a header that went just over. So they were threatening today. Make no mistake about it. I wouldn't say they outplayed us because we did have our chances, and goals change games. And if we would have taken our chances today, we could have taken the game away from West Brom today. But for me, I'm just getting a little bit worried because I didn't see anything different. Mark asked me before during the game, or was it halftime, that is Oli, playing reserve because he's scared, or is he doing this because he thinks he might lose his job and X, Y, Z? Oli's not doing anything different. Today's a game that we could have lost. Today's a game we could have drawn. Do you know what I mean? It really was that fine. margin between an awful result versus a win. And even though we've won the game, we've still left in a position where the performance was that bad that actually we just wanted to move on straight away because we got away with one. So look, on a positive, you have to be happy that we won. You always got to be happy that we win a game. But from that performance, you don't feel that like actually they're really building. The confidence is good. Alex Tellers, I was really excited to see him today. I don't think he done all that great. That's not just on him. I just think loads of players played bog standard 5s, some even 4s. I don't think anyone played higher than a 5/6 today. I wouldn't give anyone higher than a 6. Bruno had goal involvements and should have had an assist. When Cavani come on, I thought he got into good positions, but I thought he was wasteful. He took a swipe at a shot on his left foot, should have scored or should have made a connection. Couple of passes went astray. Won the ball back a couple of times. He did okay. The Van der Beek situation still puzzles me. He came on late, really late in the game when we wasn't really tearing up trees. I didn't really understand that. And then he vacates the right-hand side because he wants to play centrally. So we've got nothing going down our right-hand side ever because we just don't have a winger. And Mason's not there yet. It's just the same. It's just the same. Do you know what I mean? I said it against Everton. I didn't feel that was a real game changer, a real game turner, a real change in our fortune. Then we get to West Brom and people were predicting very comfortable wins. Technically, I did. I predicted a 3-1 win. But I also said there's always that chance, no matter that it's West Brom and they haven't won a game, that they will give us a good game and it'll be difficult. And that's exactly what it was. And then you add the VAR controversy into it. The game just stunk. So I just want to kind of move on from it, really. I think Ollie's reaction to us scoring a penalty the second time of asking tells you everything you need to know about his thinking, tells you everything you need to know about how he felt about the game. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just not seeing any difference right now. The most important thing that if you are going to play like that is that you get the result, fair enough. And against Everton, I thought we was a lot better than we were today. But essentially, it is about results. It's a results business, and we do need results. But it's just about the sustainability of those results. I didn't see it today. So I apologize if this feels really negative, but that's how I feel. I just feel really flat with that win. I want to win and feel happy. I want to win and play well. And people might say you can't always get that flex, what you're supposed to do. But we have been building for 2 years under Ollie, has spent money. He didn't get the transfer window that he wanted. But, you see Tottenham beat City today, going on to the top of the league. Now they're doing their thing. And now it's kind of like, well, we're near City, we're above City. I don't care about that. City are in there, have got their own problems. Do you know what I mean? But saying that, we are, what is it, 9th in the league now. We're rising up the table slowly. And if we can beat Southampton away, which will be tough next game on Sunday, 2:00 kickoff, it will breed some confidence. So I have to take that, and I will take that. It won't be all negative. A win is a win, but I have to make it very abundantly clear that I didn't like that today. And I don't think a lot of you guys did. And one person even, I think he tweeted me saying, well, we won, didn't we? This is so negative. And I'm just like, if you see it like that, I just think you really are optimistic. And that's fine because we all want to win. But you can't leave that and not go, that weren't convincing. Do you know what I mean? Because if we play like that against Southampton, we won't win the game. If you don't take your chances that we had, and if you don't apply yourself or give them chances that we gave to West Brom, to Southampton, there's a high chance we might not win the game. Southampton are a very well-drilled team. Do you know what I mean? And West Brom did not sit back against us. So I think Ollie will take that. Ollie will definitely take that and run. 1-0 by a penalty. It should have been more. Martial should have scored. Rashford should have scored. Apart from that, but then they had a couple of chances as well. So it really was an even game. A game more even than it needed to be that was decided by a very fine margin. So the disappointment is that I wanted to take something from it in terms of moving forward. But I feel like I can't do that. I have to just forget about that game because it's a write-off. The Pogba situation's weird. Played twice or 3 times, should I say? I think for France. Comes back, gets a knock. If them comments that he said away on international duty, he was misquoted. I don't think he said anything wrong. So if Ollie's bombed him for them comments, I'll be very shocked. So it's interesting to see if he's back for Istanbul. Likewise with Mason Greenwood as well. Ollie said that obviously he hasn't been training for very long as well, so we need to wait to see him back. So all in all, it's a win. It is a win, and you've got to be happy. But there were so many players off the pace today who didn't tear up trees or take their opportunities. And again, the substitutions that Solskjaer made, I think came too late, especially the Van der Beek one. Cavani, I would like to see him start now. I think it's time to see him start. If I was Oli, I would either give Marcus Rashford a rest and put Martial out there, put Cavani up front, or put Marcus on the right, whatever. But I think we should make a change, and hopefully Van der Beek can start the next game, because he today, I think he's good enough to play in certain games. I think he's good enough to play with better players, but he wasn't tearing up trees, and that right side is so vacant. And I'm just not sure that Oli wanted Van der Beek. I keep saying it. There's just something about it where I think Oli just either didn't want him, or he's looking at it going, where do I play him? I don't think Oli knows where to play him. Maybe he wants to play him where Bruno is, but he can't. Junior said a lot of things today, but when he went for Bruno, I just didn't get it. I understand. Look, I'm not stupid. You know me. I know my ball. Bruno does give away the ball a lot because he tries a lot of things. But when he's having an influence over games as much as he is, what do we want? We had Lingard playing number 10. We had Pereira playing number 10. Now we've got a number 10 who actually has great numbers, whether it's penalties or not penalties. We're moaning about it. And I don't get that. I get what he was saying about Wan-Bissaka, about some of his limitations, but he's by far not our biggest problem. Do you know what I mean? So I think Junior went off on one there, and Xander does what Xander does. Xander kind of wants to shelter away from what's going on because it makes him angry. Fair enough. Everyone needs a safe place, and some people don't want to digest their football like that. But for me, I just don't see us kicking on. I just don't see evolution. I don't see proper evolution. And whereas on one hand, I understand that Solskjaer didn't get what he wanted, I also look at what we have got and the evolution with that, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But it's 3 points. We move. Tuesday night, we need to beat Istanbul as well. Because I'll tell you what, if we don't beat Istanbul, imagine worst case scenario, we lose. And then we've got PSG and RB Leipzig to play again. It could put our qualification in jeopardy after such a great start. So I think win that, and then you probably only need about 1 point from PSG and Leipzig to secure the bag. So it's very important that we beat Istanbul. And I think we should do that. Considering how we played against them last time, we can't play any worse than that. So I think we'll get the W against them and roll on Southampton. That's going to be a tough game, make no mistakes about it. But on the road, we've been pretty good, actually. We haven't lost on the road, so our problem's actually been at Old Trafford for some reason. It's not like the fans are there giving us any added pressure. I don't understand why we are so poor at Old Trafford. Even today, again, wasn't convincing, but it was a win. Happy with the 3 points, but just not the manner of which we got it. Kind of annoyed me, kind of made me feel like, I don't want to win like that. And I'm sure you guys don't want to win like that. And we've got to move on. Last thing I was going to say, man of the match. Shout out De Gea. De Gea made a good save today with his feet. Not much else to do other than that, but I thought he was good today. Is it Bruno? Probably is Bruno, isn't it? He should have had an assist when he set through Martial. He had another ball to Juan Mata at the back post, which could have led to a chance. He tried to put Cavani in a couple of times. He did. He put a great ball into Martial, actually. Then Martial got a shot blocked. It was a great ball. So, yeah, I'd probably say Bruno. And then even though he missed the penalty, he managed to score the second one. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Bruno as the man of the match but there's nothing to write home about or shout about. I am out of here. See you guys on Tuesday night. Peace.